And I always caution people, don't rush to judgment on the basic situation, because even an unarmed subject, someone who's wielding what would be an everyday item, whether it's a bat or a crowbar in this case, or something like that, can be a danger to the officers or other people around them.
Another YouTuber, one of my I call them my trilogy of offensive YouTubers. Although I may have to modify that now that Angry Man's coming up. I might have to say, have to make it a quartet. Right. Was talking about cops and do martial artists function as cops in a way? Are we part of martial law? And that got me thinking. My gut instinct is, yeah, we should, help out if we can and hold down and espouse and our warrior attributes and virtues and all that. But then, and it's going to make some people mad at me saying this, but then I have to remember that I'm black. Okay? And I'm not saying this because I hate anybody, because if you know me, which you don't, some of you think you know me, but you don't. But if you know me, you know that I'm not hung up on color. But at the same time, I got to remember I'm black. I'm sorry. And I have firsthand experiences where I've tried to step in and help, and the cops are like, what? You better be lucky we're not coming after you, young man. I think now I'm getting older. I might be able to step in if I had to help. Or like if something happened and I was right there and I helped prevent something, it probably would be more believed. But if I have to, I would say if I have to walk more than 20 feet to stop the thing, I might be looked at as a suspect. Okay? I'm sorry. I mean, I can't, it's been times when I've just walked in a 7-Eleven and it wasn't because, oh, he had a ski mask on. It's because I had a ski mask on. Because a big black guy has ski mask on, automatic assumption is he's up to no, they reaching for the gun. So, I mean, do I have any hostility or animosity towards cops, anything like that because of that? No. But I got to be realistic. I have to understand that given the brainwashing and things that go on in our society, if you want to interfere and you want to help champion your warrior ethic in terms of assisting the cops, you better remember, if you're black, that you're black. Just try not to don't get upset. I'll say this. Don't get upset if they don't first think that you're part of the problem. Should they? No. This is not about should. But they could. I mean, they're just coming. They hear one thing, and then they get there, and they got to deal with what they see without knowing what the heck's going on. Really. Shots fired, and then they got to go, and then they got to come there, and they don't really necessarily know what's going on. And like if they see you holding somebody down, they may think you're holding somebody down against their will. So then they might cuff you and then cuff them, and then they find out, oh, okay, then they let you go. Now, what if it's a bad cop? Then, if it's a bad cop, then you could still end up getting hurt trying to help. So, like it or not, unless you are a police officer, it is not your job to try to act like a police officer, even if you feel like, well, I know so much, I can handle 5 cops with my pinky. You know what? I'm going to give it to you. You may be so bad you can handle 5 cops with your pinky, you should do something. But then you know what they're going to do? Then they're going to bring 6 cops. What you going to do then? So, I mean, I came to my conclusion of ultimately, look, you're just going to have to figure it out for yourself. It's a judgment call. Because I've done things even as simple as I saw the person they're chasing. And my instinct tell me, no, this dude is really up to no good because I've seen him do something no good. So I've seen them. I've seen the person they're chasing. I saw him run that way. And then I see the cops coming and they stop and looking around. And then I say, hey, if you're looking for that guy, he went that way. This sounds like a Bugs Bunny skit or something. I say he went that way. They just ignore me and still run around lost, can't find the guy. Or they go the other, or they go, if I say he went that way, they say he went that way. And what am I going to do? Be offended? Or just be like, you know what? Hey, if they ask me a question, I give them an answer. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do because I'm not a cop. I am a part-time martial arts instructor, full-time IT professional. Those are my domains. And I try to stick to what I know. And does that mean I'll let an old lady get beat to death in front of me? No. But even if I intervene to help the old lady from being beat to death in front of me, I have to expect that even if it's just for a split second, even if they catch themselves and say, what am I doing? He's obviously, they might think I'm the one to beat the old lady to death or was trying to beat her to death. They might think for a second till she says, no, it wasn't him. It was the other guy. So I'm not going to tell you to help, and I'm not going to tell you not to. Because either way, YouTube is not YouTube, you trolls and you overly offended people are going to go off. I'll tell you this. It's going to have to be your own judgment call. Now, if you want me to say, if you want to know what would I tell my own children, I tell them, remember, you're not the police. And I would tell my own students, remember, you're not the police. The police are paid to police, and you are not. So let them do what they do, and you do your best to not do anything so that they don't have to police you. That's all I can do. Peace.